Well, I have to mess with OBS again. Because this is actually just awful. Here, let me just look up. I'm just gonna look up how to fix. I know it is. I don't understand why. I'm trying to fix OBS right now. But, there we go. That's a little bit better. That's, I'll try to do more, but that might just be all we can do. There, I guess. Settings. Alright, is this better? Yeah, I know that's good, but I'm just trying to, I'm still trying to learn OBS, so we're just gonna do this. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same. Whatever. Did that get smaller or was it the exact same? Yep, you're right. Alright, so we're gonna, I don't know if you've ever seen this game before. It's real good. This is my favorite game of all time. So I'll shut up and let the intro tell you what's going on.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Alright. So yeah, sorry, I just didn't want to talk during that because it's just kind of tells you the setting. You want to cry because your PS4 is exploding. That is understandable, my good sir. Alright. We're gonna be male. Sorry, but we're gonna be male. We can be human, elf, or dwarf. Dwarves cannot do magic, but they're good at being warriors. Humans can do everything, they're all around. Elves are very, very good at magic. So what I just started a warrior human, so I'm not going to be doing that. So if you want me to do warrior, it'll be dwarf. Or I can do magic for you, or I can do a thief, or a roguey rogue. But yeah, you decide what you want me to do. Humans are cool, but dwarfs are the best. Alright. So, dwarf, do you want me to be, a warrior? If I'm gonna be a warrior, that probably fits the dwarf best, but, it's up to you. So, if you want me to be a warrior, I'm gonna be a two-handed warrior. If you want me to be a rogue, it'll be like a dual-wield thing. I don't care, this is a game, you understand, do whatever. Alright. We're gonna do a dwarf noble. Oh, heck yeah. The rule is if you're being a dwarf, you have to have a beard. 'Cause if you don't, you're a big dummy loser face. I like that one. We're gonna go red hair. There we go. It doesn't change the eye color, and that confuses me so much. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, this is probably my favorite part. You can customize your portrait over there, so like if I wanted to, I could just make him look like God. I'm not gonna, but I could do. Like a light one behind him. Let's we'll probably do that. And so it'll be like that. We're going to be, no, we'll be like that. We're going to be very angry, and we're going to be very straightforward with everybody about stuff. We're going to be this is super important, but we're not going to be able to get a lot of it because we're not going to be focusing on cunning. This is not important. This is not that important. These are like all kind of things that our character is not going to be doing anyway. This is super important for us, and this is super important for us. I like that and that. Yeah, we'll play this on normal. To be honest, it's a... I mean, if you... There's certain tactics you can do to just... You'll always win. Even on the hardest difficulty, but I won't be doing that.
The larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called deep roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the
like I said,
dagger,
mean, straightforward, just aggressive.
Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's
That's how we're
feast?
going to be doing it.
Agreed. Tonight's battles will be of politics and intrigue. A shield won't be all that useful. Of course, they might think you were too fearful to risk looking fearful. One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
Alright. So let's go have a look at the provings. So let's look at what we actually have. Oh, so we only have a longsword. Lame. Good. We can get a maul. Let's just take all that. I'm gonna be taking everything early game to sell it later. But a maul is gonna be good. Oh, I can't? I need 18 strength? Oh my god. I'll level up, but good lord. What's my strength at right now? 17? I thought 17 was what I needed. Well, alright. Well, once I level up, I'll be fine. Seems like a watered down Skyrim so far. I hope you die. Skyrim is the most watered down game of all time. So I don't really understand where you're coming from.
Good day, Lord. I am proud to serve the idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Your Highness.
It's like my brother's mistress. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me. I will show myself out with your leave, my lord.
Go.
I'm gonna tell him that he can talk to people for me.
Now.
Just tell my servant to talk to people.
I shall do it.
I shall do it.
I am at your service.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the diamond.
Sure, we can work this out reasonably.
The finest in home decorations!
My lord, these are servants.
The Darkspawn will surely run in fear from you,
My lord Idukin, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Because he has forgotten his place.
1,000 pardons. Please, forgive me, Your Highness.
This looks to be mostly fabrics from the human lands. These merchants form alliances with those who have abandoned our ways to live on the surface. According to the scholars, more than 500. Does it matter? The surfacers are lost to us. Perhaps we should get going.
Our trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say. Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you're receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast. I'd advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
Man.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king. That it is. Let's get back to enjoying it, shall we?
Yeah. Trian is a dick.
My Lord Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor. If you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me. You honor me, Your Highness.
Yes, with my 5 bronze, I... surely. Take all that, buddy. Take all that. This is DLC. I need, I'm gonna keep it. It's way, 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 way good. So I'm gonna be saving up for the rest of that, basically.
Look at this piece, darling. It
Alright.
rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
What about that one?
My lord, are you heading to the proving arena?
So chubby. Yeah.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Will we be leaving then? We are at your command.
Alright. What's up, Proving Master?
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
Came to fight, B?
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor him by doing as he says. My lord Iduken will fight in this proving.
Heck yeah, I will. All will see my glory.
Of course, it is well within your rights.
Men and women of Orzammar,
Heck yeah.
we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken. I give you the Lord Iduken himself. Are you ready for your first match?
Oh yeah. Ready, eager, hungry.
Let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Emer Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
I'll honor you upside the head. Seems,
First warrior to fall is vanquished.
cocky for a 4 foot tall guy. Yeah, but I'm like the strongest of all time. Alright. So you can pause and unpause in combat. Basically this guy he stands no chance. Because it's basically a tutorial. It'd be a lot easier if I had my weapon, so I could actually use any of these skills down here. But I do not have my actual weapon equipped. I need to level up for that.
The winner is Lord Iduken. That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent. Let us go. This
is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eye of
the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken.
Heck yeah.
Lord Iduken will fight Adol Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, your highness.
I'm going to slaughter you, or there's no honor in fighting a woman. Which one do you want to say? It's up to you, man. Slaughter.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Cool. She also stands no chance, just to... I'm just checking how much oh, I need so much more experience to level up. Yeah, I'm not gonna get enough experience from these provings. Like that's giving me barely any experience, unfortunately.
Lord Iduken.
Combat seems a little lame though, just standing there trading hits.
That was a crowd pleaser. Many were waiting to see that woman put.
That is literally what Skyrim combat is.
Are you ready to face him?
Skyrim combat is actually literally the same thing. You just sit there and you spam R2. You can literally say that about any game. Oh, seems a little lame. You just point at things and shoot it. Yeah, that's every first-person shooter ever. Oh, seems a little lame. You just stand there and trade hits. Yeah, that's like every UFC game ever. You have powers you can use. I don't have a weapon good enough to be using powers. If you have a problem with it, you should have told me to play a mage.
Then let us begin. This is a glory proving.
Alright, yes.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
gonna try something out. Do I have a dagger? No, I don't. Never mind. No, you're just not moving at all or blocking anything. I hate this weapon. That's literally the same thing as Skyrim! In Skyrim you can block, that's the only difference. You don't move and stuff very often when you're fighting things in Skyrim. You just sit there and spam the attack button.
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Idukan. Franklin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first? Of course. This is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons.
This is also just one-on-one fighting. This isn't the one-on-one fighting is not even meant to be good. It's a group game. I'm gonna be controlling 4 people at a time, telling each what to do.
And wheels of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Idukan will fight Franklin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
More enemies ahead!
Glory will be mine! Ancestors guide my arm! We will prevail!
Get wrecked, son.
The winner is Lord Idukan. Congratulations. Franklin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
Also, you can never talk about combat if you play Call of Duty. It's a game revolved around combat, and their combat's still pretty bad. Ceremonial helm.
Your glory honors every warrior here.
Son.
My lord. Your wish is our command.
Can't wear the helmet either. Yeah, I messed up on the strength a little bit. If you want me to play a mage, I'll go make a mage character. Or I could play Fable for you. It's up to you, really. I don't care what I play, I just am streaming because you said, hey, stream. I'm not saying combat is good in those games, I'm just saying it's better than this. I mean, sure. There's an entire, I mean, there's more to a game than combat. I mean, they obviously didn't focus a ton on making the combat look fancy or any of the mechanics be extremely, like, free-flowing. It was just, it's a game revolved around, okay, you have tactics, you set up tactics with your team, and then you have your archers sit back and do something, and then you have your warriors up front doing stuff, and a mage and stuff like that. Like, it's not just meant to be a hack and slash game where you just go in and try to kill everything and then you'll just win all the time. You actually have to use strategy. Like, it's pretty easy to die in this game if you just charge in, if you're not using any strategy. I mean, obviously in those one-on-one fights, I said those were going to be easy because that was the tutorial. I mean, that's... In a one-on-one fight, your character will always win. Pretty much. Unless it's a boss. But, like, you're usually not fighting just one person. No, like it so far, I just thought the combat needs work. Well, it was also made in 2005.
Of course. I shall await your pleasure.
Okay, sorry. What were you even telling me? I didn't even know what you were asking.
You've returned. Might you have time to talk now? But first, let me congratulate you on your commission. 2 of King Endrin's children now commissioned war leaders. It does great honor to your house.
Heck yeah.
Of course, I didn't stop you just to express my loyal affections. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. Or to be more simple.
Your own son.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did. Do not mock me, boy. Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you. If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the merchant guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Dukin. You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace. If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called surface caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two. You're welcome. Remember this when my house needs your assistance.
My king, please reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Michael.
Something like that.
The Assembly of Kal Shirak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your
Alright, I'm
Are you ready
That's
to be presented
boring.
to the heads of the noble houses? So dutiful.
What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
Are you satisfied, Lord Dace? Do you feel you have learned something about the Prospect?
Yes, my king.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzamar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Walk well, Commander.
Yeah, whatever.
I am at your service.
Let's train in here. Oh.
So you are a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father? Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like, but then get to bed.
All day I put up with that. Been really great on the nerves. And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him. Unfortunately, I am. Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you. He fears what you are becoming in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly. He was a conqueror.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Fear's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside. You're my elder. I'll respect any decision you make, but please be careful. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like. You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Alright. Oh, man.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Harriman. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come then! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Harrowmont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a tide, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach it.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Iduken remains in that tide, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions? Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Iduken.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Oh, wait, go this way. Alright. Once I fight some stuff in here and level up, I'll actually be able to use my abilities.
It has begun. Very well.
A good hit!
Now you fall!
Let's go!
No quarter shall be given!
There's a trap right there.
As you said, stings.
I'm literally walking right over a trap right now. See? Alright. Sup, Scout?
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any Darkspawn? As you say, onward then.
It has begun. Quickly, we must fight! You're in. Quickly, we must fight!
Well, that was a long road to nowhere. this dude. These are the main enemies of the game, Darkspawn. No, nobody has enough skill.
You're here. I thought the Darkspawn had got you for sure. Apologies, Commander. There's not a ton of formality down here in the deep roads. We want the tunnel ahead. There are Darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful. I'm with you.
I don't like that guy. That's what happens when you can't use your abilities. You just straight up die.
Yes.
Nice.
Shall be done.
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
Yes, my lord.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I won't mutilate your body so bad your father doesn't recognize you. A funny nobleman. Just what the world needs. Now kill these idiots.
No mercy!
As you say.
Is that an Idukan signet ring? I guess that's how they got in here. The ring is Trian's. That means he... It would have been a major victory to get the shield first, but he showed his hand and failed. The first way we can hurt him is to find that shield ourselves. You have your orders, boys.
Shall be done.
Alrighty.
This is the room. How do we get the shield? You two, see if you can spot anything. It seems some of these tiles are different from the others.
Oh, okay.
That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much. The skill of our crafters has come far since then. Still, Shield of Idukan.
I can feel it. It's inspirational.
You say so. It's just a shield. Back in the direction we came from, the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
Shall be done.
Did you hear that? Could be more of those mercenaries.
Very well.
I'm so close to leveling up. I think I'll probably level up after this fight.
Honor and glory! We're coming for you! Take that! For the king! Yes!
Wow, it didn't level up. Ugh. Yo, get out of here, fool.
Really scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield. We're all alone out here.
What's that you're muttering about? Right you are, Commander.
Did you hear that? I know what that was, but that's hilarious. That they actually, oh, this is the way we came from. That's hilarious that they actually added that in. Or that, I don't even know if they added that in, if that was just a glitch or something, but that was, like I know exactly where that came from. It's funny. Seth, are you still up and watching stuff?
By the stone, it's Trian.
It must have been a darkspawn attack.
This doesn't look like darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
Someone's coming.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
By all the ancestors, what has happened here?
It seems we weren't fast enough. Bayland was right.
My son, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Just long enough to slay Trian.
My lord is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lord Iduken came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, he ordered us to attack.
Stop him! Take his weapons! I think we've seen enough.
No. If the scout were lying, I might have done much the same. I will not drag my son back to Orzammar in chains without hearing from Frandlin Ivo.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lord stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my son? I want to believe that. I really do.
Bind him. He will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Seth, are you still in here?
orders and all. You understand?
Of course. Leave us alone, will you please?
Yes, sir.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you? I could be better. I have bad news, though. The Assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years. I don't know that you'll get that chance. The Assembly has already sentenced both of us. I am to be exiled to the surface, but you are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed. Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear losing 2 of his children at once. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan. The Grey Wardens don't care about a person's past. They recruit for daring, intelligence, and martial power. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads. They're down there somewhere. It's just a matter of surviving long enough to track them. I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it. I'm going to try to go to Denerim, the human capital. If you make it out, find me. Our time is up. May the Paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up. I will always be your man, my Lord Iduken.
They are ready for you now. Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out? I want to believe that. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this for your father's sake. I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven making. Strike a blow at our enemies. I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
Need more strength.